have a hair tie. This is I still thought it was really What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm filming a book haul, a long overdue book haul. I haven't filmed a book haul in a really long time, so this is several months of accumulating books like here and there. And I also have a few book outlet hauls, like a book outlet orders that I placed because they were having really good sales. So it looks like a lot, it is a lot, but a lot of them I got from book outlet. And anyways, I'm not gonna sit here just trying to justify these purchases. It is what it is. I have all of these books to talk to you guys about. I have read a few of them. There's a lot of romance book here. I just fell into that trap lately. In the last few months I've just been reading and accumulating a lot of romance books. So without further ado, let's get started. What started this whole craze was a few months ago. Gabby from Gabby Reads posted a vlog reading several romance book, like summer romance book, and she put me in such a romance mood. I don't know why, I just was craving romance after that. In that vlog she read Lease on Love by Ballard, I'm not really sure. Look how cute this cover. I fell in love with the cover. The concept of this one sounded really interesting. It's about this girl who thinks she is up for this big promotion. She's super excited about it. She is ready to walk into her boss's office and just be getting that promotion. Turns out she actually is getting fired, and so she goes out that same night with her friends, like girlfriends, just like trying to forget everything, and she signs up to what she thinks is a dating app, but turns out it's actually an app for finding roommates. And so she goes on this date with this guy who is like very serious and like taking notes and everything and asking really personal questions, and she's like, chill out, this is just a date. And he's like, this is not a date, you're applying to be a roommate, like my roommate or something. And so I don't know why they end up living together and they end up being roommate. And so it's one of my favorite tropes, forced proximity. I love forced proximity in books, so I'm really excited about this one. Gabby loved it, so I picked it up and I cannot wait to read it. This is in no particular order, by the way. The next one that I have is The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. This one sounds really cute as well. All I know is this is a football romance, like sports romance with fake dating. I love fake dating trope. I haven't read a good fake dating in a really long time, so I've been wanting to pick it up. I think this is like super popular on TikTok as well, and I've heard some amazing things, so that's it. The next two books that I want to talk to you guys about are part of a series. I did read the first one, I still have to read the second one. It is The Fine Print and Terms and Condition by Lauren Asher. I read the first book, The Fine Print. This is part of the Dreamland Billionaire series. The whole series is about these three brothers whose grandfather just passed away, and he owned a big company that is kind of like Disneyland. And so in the first one, the main guy has to work for Disneyland and make it better, and he falls in love with this girl who works for the company as well. It's kind of a grumpy sunshine trope, workplace romance. I have a reading vlog on this book. I loved it, so just go check that one out. And so since I love that one so much, I did pick up the second book, which is Terms and Condition. And this one is about Declan, who needs to get married and have a kid in order to inherit his share. And so I'm really excited to read this one. I cannot wait to pick this one up. Okay, so the next book that I have is this one, which is The Royal Next Door by Karina Hall. Once again, I have a reading vlog on this one. I love this one so freaking much. I wasn't expecting to love this one as much. My cat, what is happening? It's fine, just pretend he's not there. This is about this girl who is an elementary school teacher, and she has a podcast on romance. She has this really quiet life, and then one day the royal, like British royal, moves in next door to her, and she has a romance with their bodyguard. I love this one. It was so good. I highly recommend this one. I loved it. So anyways, it's a haul, not a review. So yeah, let's go to a book that I haven't read. The next book that I have is The Secret Bridesmaid by Katie Birchall. This is a book that I bought on Book Outlet. First of all, because I love the cover. I don't know why. I thought it was really cool, and like I love this shade of blue, and this is about a like professional bridesmaid. And I don't really know much more than that, but it kind of reminded me of 27 Dresses, the movie that came out a few years ago that I loved, so I wanted to pick it up. And I've heard some pretty good things about this one as well, but I'm really excited to pick it up. The next book that I have is Ice Planet Barbarian by Ruby Dixon. This is a alien romance, a very steamy romance from what I've been hearing. This is pretty popular. I got this on Book Outlet. I would have not have paid like full price for this, but it was on Book Outlet. I think they were having like a buy 3 get 4 free or something like that, or maybe buy 2 get the 3rd free. I'm not really sure. I decided to pick it up. I don't know when I'm going to be reading this one because I'm kind of nervous. It's, like I said, an alien romance, so we'll see, but I've heard some pretty good things, like considering I've heard some pretty good things about this book. The next one that I have is The Donut Trap by Julie Teal. I mean, the cover, first of all, is really cute. This is about a girl who goes back to work for her family business, which is kind of a common theme in books. And her family owns a donut shop. A really big event happens, and then they need help, and her ex-crush comes to a rescue, and I'm guessing they're falling in love. I love fruity romance book, and I'm always in a search for one. I decided to pick this one up because the covers looked really cute, and I'm excited to read this one too. Next book that I got was Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. Once again, this is a really popular book on TikTok, and I heard this is I'm not really sure what this one is about, very honestly. I've only heard that it's a very emotional read. It's about this girl who wants to forget everything and leave everything behind, but then she meets this guy named Archer and they have a romance. But like I said, I heard it's really emotional, but I heard a really amazing thing about this book, and the cover really intrigued me, so I'm excited to read this one as well. I have to stop saying that because we get it. The next book that I got is a book that I've already read in the past, but I've been wanting a hardcover of it, like a physical copy of it, because I wanted to reread it and I wanted to annotate it. And it is Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I read this one a few years ago now, and I really enjoyed this book. Like, I loved this book so much. It's about this girl who falls in love with her boyfriend's dad, like ex-boyfriend / boyfriend's dad. It's an age gap romance. I love this one so much. I still think about this book to this day. So I've been wanting to reread it, and so I decided to buy a physical copy of it. So I'm just gonna go with all of my romance book, and then we'll go over the few books that are not romance. The other one I have already read as well, and it is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. And this is a book that came out a few months ago now, and I've already read it, and I love this one. I have a reading vlog on this one, so go check it out if you want my thoughts on this book. Emily Henry is one of my favorite authors, so I had to buy a copy of this one. So next book that I have is My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. This is a self-published book. I'm pretty sure it's like she has a few of these books, like self-published, like really shorter books. This is a like cozy, thrillery romance book. It's about this girl who goes on a vacation and she finds a dead body in the Airbnb that she rented, and she thinks she can solve the murder, so she tries to solve this murder, and along the way she falls in love with the detective. And I already read this one. It was okay. I didn't love it, but it was fine. I will leave the reading vlog that I have for this book if you guys are interested in it. Next book that I have is in the book that I've already read, and it is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. This is blowing up on TikTok and on YouTube everywhere. This is a debut novel as well, which is kind of amazing. This is basically, if you have The Summer I Turned Pretty and Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, if those two books had a baby, this is it. It's about this girl who used to go to this summer beach house every single summer with her parents, and she falls in love with the boy next door. And then we fast forward present day, they had a big fallout, and she has to go back to this summer beach, and so obviously things happen. And I really enjoyed this one. It was good. It wasn't like amazing, but I really enjoyed this one. It was a really good summer book, so yeah. The next book that I have is Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This book, I don't know if I had been living under a rock lately, but this is like very popular for a while now and I had never heard of it. People are loving this one. It's a whole series with this and another series, I'm not sure, but you're supposed to start with this book. This is a romance about she's a sex addict and he is a alcoholic, I think. And it's their romance. I've heard amazing things about this series, so I've been wanting to read it, so I picked this one up. And I think we have my last like contemporary romance book here, and it is Love on the Brain by Ellie Hazelwood. This book came out like last week and I had to buy a copy right there and there. Obviously, this was one of my most anticipated release for this year. I've already started it. I'm like this much into it. It's about this girl who gets a new job for NASA and she has to work with this guy who hated her in college and they fall in love, I'm guessing. So far it's really cute. I'm really enjoying it, but I haven't finished it yet, so stay tuned for my wrap-up to know my full thoughts on this book. So those are all the contemporary romance book. It's a lot. It's a lot. I do have one classic in this haul and it is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I've been wanting to read more classic for like ever now. It's always on my like loose goal for the year. I think this year is the time and I want to start with Pride and Prejudice because I bought this gorgeous copy of Amazon, so I was like, why not? And so I'm gonna read this one. I'm really excited about this. I don't think I need to tell you guys what this one is about, but I cannot wait to read it. I think I'm gonna go read it in September. I have an idea for a reading vlog for this one, so I'm really excited about this one. And this copy is gorgeous, so I'm really excited. So let's finish these books. The first one is Bear Town by Frederick Bachman. Honestly, I've been wanting to read Frederick Bachman for a while and I got this one because it was the last one without the sticker, like the fake sticker. So I got it because all the other ones I was seeing were having like the sticker because it's a Netflix show, I think, or a Prime show or something, so I got this one. It's also like, it's about hockey and I live in Canada. We breathe and eat and everything hockey, so I've been wanting to read it for a while and I'm excited to read this one. So next book that I have for you guys is Note on an Execution by Dania Kukafka. I'm not sure, I'm really sorry. Kukafka? I'm really sorry. This sounds amazing. I've heard so many good things about it. I think I'm gonna read it pretty soon. It's about this guy who is supposed to die in like 12 hours or something, and so we are following him for his last 12 hours, for his last like few hours, and we're also getting to know his past through women in his life. So it sounds freaking amazing. I cannot wait to read it. Everyone has been raving about this one, so I got it and I cannot wait to read it. And so now let's go to my 3 lonely little fantasy books. I have not been in a fantasy mood lately, so yeah. The first one that I got was from Book Outlet and it is In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have no idea what this one is about, except the fact that I went on Goodreads and it had pretty good reviews, I think. I got this one out of Book Outlet because I needed an extra book to have, I think, like free shipping or something. So I got this one. I'm not sure when I'm going to be reading it, but I will be reading it one day. And then the next book that I have is Blood Air by Emily Way Zhao. Once again, I'm not always sure what this one is about, but I've heard Elle from Elliott Books talk about this book a lot and like pretty highly about this book, so I picked it up once again from Book Outlet. I think this is a fantasy romance? I'm not really sure. I'm really excited about this one and I want to read it. And then the last book that I have for this haul is Raybearer by Jordan Ilfuco. I've been wanting to read this one for so long and I finally saw it on Book Outlet. Yeah, this one was from Book Outlet. I don't really know what this one is about, except that I've heard so many great things about this one. I don't read synopsis clearly, as you can see. I'm not like a biggest synopsis reader, which is how I like to go in my books, like not really knowing a ton, which sometimes backfires. But I'm really excited to read this one. The second one, it's a duology, and the second one is already out, so I can just binge this series, so I'm really excited. That's it, guys. Those were all of the books that I've acquired in the last few months. Thankfully, I have read quite a bit of these, so it's not too bad, but it's still a lot. I am back on a book buying ban ever since a few weeks ago now. That's it. Have you read any of these? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night depending on when you're watching this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.